Bata walked out of the lottery shop. Over the years, he had spent more money on lottery tickets than he cared to admit, but winning. That was a rare occurrence. The most he'd ever won was 2,000 baht, which had kept him in high spirits for days. Friends and family constantly advised him to stop wasting his money, arguing that the odds were too slim and he'd never win big. But Bata was stubborn, always believing that the next ticket would be the one. And when he did win, he'd show them all, make them eat their words. Beta's home life was stable. His wife ran a small food stall by the roadside. His son was in elementary school and Bata worked as a loader in a logistics company. Life was simple but content. But everything changed the day Bata met a mysterious old man. That day, as usual, Bata stopped by the lottery shop after work. He bought his usual 10 baht ticket and headed to the market to pick up some groceries. Just then, an old man, dressed impeccably and exuding an aura of importance, like a retired high-ranking official, approached him. Bata thought to himself, "I've never seen anyone like this around here." The old man stopped Bata and led him to a quiet corner, speaking in a hushed, conspiratorial tone. "Young man, I've noticed you buying lottery tickets often. Are you hoping to hit the jackpot?" Bata was instantly intrigued. Buying lottery tickets had become a habit, but hitting the jackpot was something he dreamed about every day. The old man continued, "I can help you achieve great fortune, but whether you win or not, you'll need to share part of your winnings with me. Have you ever heard of leverage? Like in the stock market, I can boost your luck the same way." Bata didn't fully understand what the old man meant by leverage, but he did understand that this man might bring him the luck he needed to win the lottery. And that was all that mattered to him. Eagerly, Bata asked, "Sir, what do I need to do?" The old man gave a kind smile, nodded slightly, and then said something chilling. "It's simple. Kill your wife and son." Bata was stunned. What do you mean?" "Didn't I just say, great fortune requires great misfortune? Your wife and son's deaths would be the ultimate misfortune, wouldn't it? You have a week to decide. During this week, the lottery jackpot will grow to 200 million baht. It's up to you how you want to proceed." With that, the old man walked away as if nothing had happened, leaving Bata standing there in shock. It took him over 10 minutes to gather his thoughts. Wiping the cold sweat from his forehead, he muttered to himself, "Money 200 million, wife and son 200 million, wife and son 200 million. To everyone around him, Bata seemed like he had lost his mind. From that day on, he became quiet and withdrawn, hardly speaking a word even at home. It seemed like he was always in a daze. By the third day, Bata had made up his mind. He walked into a shop selling pesticides and bought a bottle of high-concentration poison. Bata had truly lost it. That night, while his wife and son were sound asleep, he forcibly fed them the poison. Then he placed their bodies in the fridge, one in the cooler and the other in the freezer. After cleaning up, Bata took a shower and went to bed, sleeping soundly, dreaming of his impending wealth. The next day, Bata waited near the lottery shop for the old man. He waited until the afternoon before the old man finally appeared. Without a word, the old man handed Bata a piece of paper and walked away. Bata opened the paper to find 7 numbers on it. He immediately entered the lottery shop. 3 days later, Bata sat quietly in front of his TV, waiting for the most exciting moment. The numbers were called 12, 16, 8, 24, 25, 31, and the special number 10. Oh, my God! All the numbers matched. 200 million baht is mine! He screamed in joy. But just as he started celebrating, a group of police officers burst in, pinning him down instantly. In the interrogation room, Bata confessed everything, realizing only then that it was the old man who had reported him. That night, Bata sat alone in a temporary holding cell, his hands and feet shackled. Suddenly, from the shadows, a figure emerged. Bata turned to see the old man, who smiled and said, "I've come to collect my share." The old man leaned in close and whispered, "Bata, your fate was sealed the moment you made the deal. You were nothing but a pawn in this game. If you can't pay, then your life will do just fine," the old man said, his smile turning sinister. Bata was terrified as he saw the old man's eyes glowing a menacing red like the fires of hell. He tried to escape, but it was as if an invisible force had locked him in place, rendering him immobile. The old man continued, "There are things in this world you can't even begin to understand. You've only seen a fraction of it. Everything you've done will come back to haunt you, and you'll suffer endlessly. That cold night, Beta's screams echoed through the cell, but no one could hear him. His soul was torn apart, plunged into an abyss of darkness, never to return to the real world. The next day, the police found Bata dead in his cell, his face twisted in horror, as if he had experienced unimaginable terror. But the mysterious old man and the lottery ticket were never mentioned again. No one knew the truth. The town returned to its normal routine, but Beta's story spread, becoming a chilling legend. As for the mysterious old man, he vanished from memory as if he had never existed.